Okay, imagine waking up every single morning knowing exactly what structure to have in your communication with people that are your target audience, your potential leads, your potential business partners, your friends out there in the social media world. And imagine you had a 5-point samurai conversation path framework to sales formula. Because if you allow your life to be formulaic and structured, then you can actually carve out predicted success for yourself out here. Imagine being able to wake up and know that you're going to make a sale today. Imagine having control over your life and your business because you have that structure instead of biting your fingernails on what to do next. Most people are just kind of all over the place. They just post and hope and pray. They say, I befriend people. I know how to converse with people, but there's no structure. So you're not going to make that many sales, right? You want to make sure to have structure in everything that we're doing, right? And if you don't have that, you're losing out, you're missing out, and you're wasting time. Time is ticking as you keep working that job, as we keep growing older, as we keep missing the events we keep missing our kids' events. Let's grab all of this by the horns and figure this out right now. This is the samurai way of doing things, going back to simplicity, back working with human behavior. And we're going to move right into this specific 5-point samurai conversation path to have carefully planned structure amongst every conversation that we have. Do you know how much more productivity is going to be had? You know how much more work is going to be done in such a small amount of time? The samurai way. So the first thing is the core structure of this new path that I've come up with. It's all about having mindful connection. So right out of the gate, we obviously want to establish genuine rapport through observation, going on the profile and making sure that you care about what they're doing over there. So notice something specific about the prospect. Ask about their interests. Listen actively. So right here, we have a perfect conversational flow for anybody that's on the fence to jump into online marketing. You can find these people very easily that are just new members to a lot of groups, and they're jumping in there and they want to get their feet wet, but they don't know where to start. In this case, potential health network marketing prospects or affiliate prospects. People that are in the health community that really do have an entrepreneur mindset, that really do want to move forward with some kind of business online. They might even have a traditional health food store or something, right? And they want to transfer online. So demographic, 24 to 45, mix of women and men here, working professional. We have the psychographics, we have the pain points. And step one, here is our conversational flow. We have our opener. I noticed your comment on that health post. I'm curious, what got you more interested in your health lately? Usually something hits us pretty hard, right? So putting that in there is the samurai way of doing things and making sure that we have a very human approach to everything we're doing. After the response, that's really interesting. I feel the same way about health-related topic. It's amazing how many people are becoming more conscious about their well-being these days, right? Out of curiosity, have you ever thought about turning that interest in maybe some kind of side income? I've seen more and more people exploring online options lately. Step two, exploring business curiosity. Thanks for sharing that. After they respond from this, from talking with others who are exploring similar paths, I've found a lot of people are really interested in 3 things, right? Finding a flexible opportunity that fits their existing schedule, building something aligned with their personal interests, and learning simple online strategies that don't require that much technical expertise. They can do it organically in social media, right? Which of these really matters most to you, do you feel, thinking about potential opportunities out here? So this kind of structure will work in any niche, in any demographic, in any business that you're building. And based on their response, ask targeted follow-up questions. So if they feel like, something that fits their schedule, something that's flexible so they can go out there and really build the business or something online. So what's your current schedule like? How much time do you feel like you could realistically dedicate to something like this each week, right? And so we have specific follow-up questions for these top 3 talking points. And so when you're exploring curiosity from people, the top 3, use ChatGPT or AI and come up with what are the top 3 struggles in this said demographic. And then, realize that that's most people's problems. So you amplify, say, you know how most people are having an issue with boom, 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 the top 3 issues in that industry, and you're going to position yourself in front of that. And what matters most to you? What are you having an issue with the most out of these 3? Okay. So step 3, establishing credibility and offering value. I completely relate to what you're saying. When I first started looking into online business, I had similar questions or concerns. And what really helped me is connecting with someone who showed me a simple approach to finally, and then mention the specific challenge, to finally get that flexibility and finally, spend 20 minutes and be able to get like 2 hours worth of work done because of the amazingly powerful organic actions that we do to build the business online, right? And so imagine having an awesome lead capture, like a lead magnet already set up that I can help you with, by the way, personally, if you need that, okay? I can really help you with it because everybody should have their own. Your business or your platform or your program or whatever might have their own lead capture, their own lead magnets. We'll tailor this conversation towards that lead magnet then. I put together a short guide, or we put together back here, okay, in our community, right? A short guide that explains how average people with no previous business experience are really building simple online health businesses out here in 2025. Would you be interested in checking that out? It really covers exactly how to get started without any technical skills or huge time commitment, And then you could say afterwards, like, ball is in your court though, or no pressure though. It's all up to you, Only if that's appropriate with you. Okay. Creating gentle urgency would be next. Okay. Step 4. So this is a very simple structure, and every conversation that you have from now on can be this simple. So great. I'll send that guide over. One thing I've noticed is that people who really take action within the first week of learning this stuff tend to really get that momentum much quicker. Right. So, this guide really includes a simple 7-day starter plan that only takes about 20 to 30 minutes a day, right? And so I'm also doing a few informal coffee chats this month, virtual coffee chats with people who are curious about, health-based online business. No pressure. It's just a chance to ask questions and see if it might be a good fit for what you're doing over there. Would you be open to that kind of casual conversation also? Okay, so this is the structure that we're going by. This is a very, very key, important structure to keep simplicity to keep simplicity in our fingertips. It's really nice to be able to control your destiny with simplicity every day, and you minimize your stress in the business, and you have a lot more fun doing it. You have real legitimate, conversations with people to really build rapport. And this is real rapport building. And so the step 5 here that we're going into is the follow-up strategy. After a couple days, you come back to them. You can set a reminder in your phone, which I really do all the time. I live by this stuff. So I never have to worry about any kind of appointments or anything because it pops up on the phone because I set a prior reminder. I do that. But also, in this case, you could have emails. Maybe you have an email sequence already built from the business the business that you're connected with, affiliated with. Maybe they have an email sequence. If you're doing your own stuff, if you're doing your own coaching and everything, you probably have your own email sequence. So that follow-up process could be all in the email, maybe 95% of the email. That last 5%, sending them a specific message directly where you connected with them organically on social media in the DMs. Post-guide conversation. Step number 6. So, from what you shared about your situation, the specific approach from guide would likely be the easiest starting point. Many people find it helpful to have someone walk through these first steps. Would you like to hop on a 20-minute call where I can answer your specific questions and show you how to implement that first step? Or would you like a 5-minute application with important questions where you'll be able to dive a bit deeper and do sort of self-audit to see where you're at, where you want to go, see if I can ultimately help you? And there's no obligation. It's simply to help you determine if this is something that you'd resonate with. Or the post-freebie conversation after they've consumed either your video or documentation or anything that you should have ready for people to consume. All right. We should have something right there, a lead magnet, something to send them. Okay. A free video presentation, something. That would be you following up with that and going in in the conversation mode again and asking a follow-up question. And so for your specific demographic, I have an ultimate prompt for you to plug into AI and come up with your own questions and have your, out of this framework, come up with your own specific questions that you can tailor for yourself after AI generates it. Go in there and now you have the template. Then you'll be able to modify some of these questions, add some of your own questions. You'll come up with, you'll be fully inspired to come up with your own questions when you have this kind of structure and template. And so this is the samurai way of really making leads and sales out here on any business that you're doing online. And it all starts with a beautiful conversation that you have with people. Actually, it all starts with connecting with people, finding people first, which I completely focus on wholeheartedly because people are posting and praying out there and being completely blind to any result because they, it's so inconsistent, and the posting by itself isn't really doing it. Has it worked for you if you're doing that, right? And so let's go back to human behavior simplicity. Let's work belly to belly. As things get more automated and everything in the future, how about we go on the voice clips and talk to people in the direct messages, have a little, a beautiful conversation with them, have fun with it, but also have some structure behind it too. Very, very important. And when you do that, everything will change in your business overnight. Okay. Overnight. You can start talking to people that are your perfect avatars. Your perfect client is sitting there waiting for you to talk to them. They're active online right now. And that is who we find for you. That's what you learn over here. And so you can actually find these people and finally build your business. So we have this entire prompt and we have the core structure. Okay, so this is the structure is going to go in. So AI is context of everything involved. So we're going to copy this and we're going to throw it into ChatGPT. The AI is going to need a few details. It needs your industry and niche, common challenges, desired outcome. And once you provide this, it'll map out a strategic conversation path using the samurai conversation path here, okay? And so right down here, I'm going to press Shift, hold Shift, enter, 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 and we put some space in between it. You can even put dashes if you feel better about it. Okay, get down here, and we're going to type in our industry and niche, right? And you only really have to do this once because it will generate a perfect structure and exact questions to ask your potential clients. And this is unbelievably powerful. Has anybody come up with this for you? I'm teaching you how to do all this right now. thefosterdojo.com. If you want more information, if you want to see why people are so excited and why they're jumping in to our courses here. Most people are jumping into the black belt right now. There's only 3 options though, okay? Desired outcome. Target audience, 35 to 55, slightly more female but balanced. US, Canada, UK, Australia. Experience level, not fitness experts, but interested in improving their health. Common challenges and desired outcome we have now. I can help you with this demographic stuff too, okay? Define your target perfect avatar. Also, you can message me personally if you wish, but also you realize that if you jump into what we're doing over here, especially in the Black Belt Samurai, this is the done for you elements that I'm providing for you and working more one-on-one with you, okay? Isn't this the kind of help that you want? Isn't this the kind of structure that you want in your life? This is the samurai way of building business and making friendships turn into sales. Business partners, friendships, sales. They're all good words. Common challenges: struggling with low energy, not the best sleep. And desired outcome for you is like, I want them to join my community, my free Facebook group community, and maybe end up buying quickly. Okay? And so we have that whole prompt in there. And I added our key pieces of information so AI can actually create the structure for us. And there you go. Mindful connection. Okay. Strategic perception. I know that a lot of people face challenges like low energy, poor sleep, and feeling overwhelmed with everything they need to do. What do you feel? So that would be the top 3 in the industry, the top 3 biggest pain points for people with their health. Which one do you feel affects you the most right now? Okay. I totally get it. Sleep is so important. Are you having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or something else? Okay, we're really targeting, we're owning in on the problem, and we're asking deeper question. See, so it has the whole flow for you. Honorable value offering, decisive momentum, patient persistence, decision point. Okay? If you feel ready, we could hop on a quick call to dive deeper into your health goals. Great, I'll send over a link to schedule a call that works out for you. I'm excited to help you. So this is a perfect conversational structure for you. Very simple. And this is the kind of conversations that you want with your potential clients out there. Okay? So you can take this information. I have the documentation here, okay? If you don't see it, you can come to me personally. It might go in your email. If you're in the Facebook group, it is in the comments. But I have the documentation for you with this ultimate prompt where all you have to do is plug in those 4 core pieces of information: your target audience, common challenges, desired outcome, and your industry and niche. And when you plug that in, it will spit out a perfect conversational structure for you to get started and move on making sales in your business like a samurai. If you want more information on why people are so excited and they're jumping through the courseware and really moving ahead and get more done in a couple hours that people do in 60-day boot camp training sessions, we're talking in a few hours, you literally pivot your business. Imagine you're only a couple hours away from a training that makes you feel empowered, that actually allows you to finally get lead flow, and you start really coming up with results today in the business because you can apply this stuff instantly to the business, right? Imagine you had that ability, and that's what you can have here. See why people have been so excited? Link either in the comments. You can go to thefosterdojo.com, 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 link in bio. You can see it. It's pretty easy to type in, or you can come to me in the direct messages. I hope this really wakes you up and get you a lot of value from this, and you start moving on with your conversation, having flow in it, having structure, and making sales. We'll see you on the next.